The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
To the wall it is. It's gone! It's gone! He hit it on the center field.
Way back! Way back! You can put a stamp on that one and put it to the post office. It's gone.
Cedartown wins the region! Region championship! Cedartown Bulldogs, the third region championship in a row!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to the field for today's action.
Good evening, Cedartown Bulldogs fans. Welcome to our broadcast of the Cedartown Bulldogs baseball games versus the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, Facebook Live, YouTube, and the NFHS Network, and, of course, on our radio signals, 1340 AM, 106.1 FM, and streaming online at WGAAradio.com and on your favorite radio streaming app. Well, the Cedartown Bulldogs look to avoid the sweep today, an 11-5 loss in Game 1 of the doubleheader. A closer game in the first game of the series at the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes on Tuesday. And, Sam, we're going to ride the heels of Connor Peak, who gets a start on the hill for the Bulldogs here this afternoon. Looking for a good, strong start for him and looking for the bats to snap out of it.
Yeah, they had a much better game here in Game 2 of the series, Game 1 of the doubleheader as far as hits-wise. But they were unable to hold Cartersville, and so the Bulldogs will try to do a better job. They had a 5-1 lead at one point, but would squander that one and allow Cartersville to come back into this game. So Cedartown and Cartersville, Game 2 of the Twin Bill, Game 3 of the series. The Dogs looking to avoid the sweep. First pitch on the way from Connor Peak, and that was in there for a called strike one.
And, of course, I'm Andrew Carter, and he is Sam Branch.
Absolutely. That one's in there, called strike two. So the count 0-2. Peek ahead here.
I imagine a similar lineup for Cartersville. Andrew Purdy at the plate. And it looks like Tristan McKibben is on deck.
The 0-2 on the way from Peak. That one is fouled off to the left side, out of play. And the count will remain.
Braves with a 3-0 lead in the top of the fifth inning. That game going pretty quick.
They're going to be finished with their game before we're finished here.
I think so.
The 0-2 on the way from Peak. That one's in the dirt. Good stop there by Allred. That'll take the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Purdy got the start at third base in Game 1 of the doubleheader. We'll see defensively how he'll line up. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch on the way. That one's fouled off to the left side again. That time it looks like Pete came inside on him.
Hit directly off the knee wall and bounced into the outfield. They have to retrieve that one.
Purdy putting up a good battle here. Behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the first inning. Pitch on the way from Peak, and that one is hit back up the middle, and that'll be a leadoff single for Purdy. So Cartersville already with a base runner aboard. And that will bring up number 7, McKibben.
Yeah, Purdy able to hit that pitch in the zone and hit it solidly between the infielders. And here is McKibben. And we know this lineup has bite in it. That first game, they hit 3 home runs against Bulldog pitching.
Peak working from the stretch. First pitch on the way. Catches the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. For those of you that missed Game 1, Cedartown wearing their home cream color uniforms with dogs in script in red across the chest, red numbers. red hats, white C, black brim. Big cut there from McKibben, comes up empty. 0-2 the count. Cartersville in their road purple tops with white pants. Cartersville written in script across the chest, white numbers. Throw back over to first base, but the runner easily back in time.
Let's go, Carter.
Peak toes the rubber. And the pitch on the way. That one's upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Peak comes set. And the pitch. That one is drilled to the left side, but right at Ace Allen, who makes the catch and then throws over to first base, but the throw mishandled, and the runner's going to get up and advance to second. So what was almost a double play, Andrew, turns into the runner still at second base.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. I mean, it wasn't a bad throw, but it was down and over at first base. Dalen Holiday could not corral it. It gets past him. You know, in that case right there, I know the throw, they're probably going to give the error on the throw, I think. But if you see the throw that's coming out, you got to get in front of it and block it. Keep it from getting away. And I think if Day had that to do over again, he would forget about getting the out at first base and trying to keep that runner there. Here's Crawford.
First pitch on the way. And they're called strike 1. Runner moves up to second base, 1 out in the inning.
But great play all the way around there as far as getting the out on the stabbing of the line drive there by Ace Allen.
Peak comes set. Checks the runner at second base. And pitch on the way. That one is hit to the right side. It's going to be a chance in right field for Yarber. He makes the grab. No, he dropped it. He dropped it. Thought he had that one, but instead he drops it. And so we've got runners at the corners and just 1 out.
And honestly, I thought that it was on the transfer that he dropped it. I think Coach Johnson is going to ask for an appeal on this. But because the ruling was that he dropped it, this is a very tough play to overturn because I don't know if the other official had a better look at this. Honestly, I do think that it was dropped on the transfer, but we'll see if it gets overturned or not. That's the argument that Coach Johnson is giving. And he's out. So they do overturn it, and I think got the call right.
I think they did too. So there are 2 outs in the inning now, but the runner is over at third base. So Crawford is the out. And that'll bring up Cochran.
I would appeal to see if he left second base early. I don't know if he did or not, but just because of how that play
and you're already
started out.
Might as well.
But they're not going to.
2 outs in the inning, runner over at third base. Pitch on the way from Pete. Breaking ball in there, called strike 1.
Cameron Cochran, the batter, he was the DH in game 1, moved over and played right field, but continued to bat. But the middle of this Cartersville lineup has been tough to retire.
Peek ahead in the count here. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch on the way. Out and misses outside, ball 1. Pete having a little bit of trouble keeping his lid on. One ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 outs. And the pitch. Breaking ball, cut and missed on.
Man, that one
Strike
disappeared.
2.
That one disappeared.
Yep.
That big breaking ball there just started up and it absolutely just fell off the table.
So Peak ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Upstairs, ball 2.
I noticed on the Braves telecast that you got on over there, the Snit Bear is back in the dugout again. But it didn't help Marcel Ozuna this time.
No, it did not.
The big bear got a big out.
Yep. Strike 3 called looking over the inside part of the plate. Here it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 2 out. Cartersville threatening here in the top of the first. Runner stands at third base. Peak comes set. Pitch on the way. A chopper to the left side. It'll be a chance for Formby. He'll gather, throw on to first, and Cartersville will strand a runner.
Nice play.
And we'll go to the bottom of the first scoreless. You're listening to Cedartown High School Baseball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. Back after this.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
We head to the bottom half of the first. No score here from the Dog Pound in the third game of the series, game 2 this afternoon. Cartersville in that top of the first. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left at third base, 90 feet away from scoring. Good job by the Bulldogs to get out of trouble there. And for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, on the mound for them, see if I can catch his number when he throws to the plate. It's number 14 for them. That is Avery Shiflett, who gets the start for the Purple Hurricanes this afternoon. He'll face the lineup that we've come to know. It'll be Samuel Formby, Ace Allen, and Caleb Formby, 1, 2, and 3. Jay O'Neill is going to be the cleanup batter. He'll be the DH in the ballgame. Hitting 5th will be the catcher, Gavin Allred. Batting 6th, the first baseman, Dalen Holiday. Batting in the 7 hole will be Owen Jarrell at second base. Everett Perkins is playing the field in left. He will be batting 8th, and batting right, the right fielder, Jacob Yarborough, who will be the batter for the Cedartown Bulldogs. The DH, by the way, for the Bulldogs, Jay O'Neill. Of course, batting for Connor Peak, who is pitching on the mound. We'll get to the rest of the Cartersville defense here in just a few moments. But the Cartersville pitcher, number 14, Avery Shiflett, completing his warm-up tosses. And to tell you about the bottom half of the first inning, as soon as he gets done throwing what seems to be 20 or 25 warm-up pitches, is the great Sam Branch.
Thank you, sir. And you are right. It has been quite a few warm-up pitches there for Shiflett. And there goes the throw down to second base.
So did Riley almost get his fingers broken again?
He did.
Leading off the Cedartown, number
Yep.
6, Samuel
Right on the
Formby.
pinky part of that left hand. Got some attention from the training staff. So Samuel Formby will come to the plate to lead things off for the Dogs here in the home half of the first inning.
Have fun, kid.
And still waiting for, I think, for some reason, a meeting on the mound, and maybe we can move on. Get to the bottom half of the first inning. It's late, y'all.
Very late. Almost 8:30. Now we're ready to go. Shiflett to look in, and he's ready. Pitch on the way. And that one is hit to shallow center field. It'll be a play for the center fielder, who will come in and make the grab for out number 1. So quick work of Samuel Formby, and that'll bring up Ace Allen.
1 pitch, 1 out there, retiring the Bulldogs center fielder. Well, thankfully, it appears that Austin Riley is okay. And they're reviewing the play to see if it was a foul ball or not. Looks like
Pitch on the way, called strike 1 against Ace Allen. Call did stand. on the field in Atlanta. Riley at first with 2 outs. Pitch on the way from Shiflett to Allen. That one's hit to the right side and out of play. That one might reach the football field. I agree.
Absolutely.
I don't know who that guy is, but I'm 100% behind him. No balls, 2 strikes to count on Cedartown's Ace Allen.
Unless it's legal.
That's right. Pitch on the way. That one's a chopper to the left side. It's going to be a chance for the third baseman. He'll fire over to first in time for out number 2. Purdy getting the start over at third again. Makes a good play there for the Purple Hurricanes, and that'll bring up Caleb Formby.
Number 8, Caleb Formby.
So Formby to the plate with the bases empty and 2 outs. Shiflett to look in, gets the sign from Pratt. First pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt. Ball 1. Cedartown currently holding down the 4th spot in the region behind the Dalton Catamounts. This Cartersville team in 2nd place behind the Allatoona Buccaneers. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be in the dirt as well as inside. Ball 2.
Stay with me.
2 balls, no strikes, nobody on, 2 out. Shiflett comes set, pitch on the way. That one's going to be outside, ball 3. Formby settles in, 3-0 count. And that one's going to be ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk after 2 quick outs puts Caleb Formby at first base. And that'll bring up the DH for the Dogs, Jay O'Neill. Comes to the plate with the runner over at first and 2 outs.
Yeah, 2 out, 4-pitch walk there. And for Shiflett, not exactly what you want. We'll see if Jay O'Neill can make him pay. By the way, the Braves have the bases loaded in the bottom half of the 5th.
First pitch on the way from Shiflett. That one's in there, called strike 1.
Shiflett, a southpaw. I think this season we've seen more left-handed pitching than any season I can remember.
It has been a season with several left-handers in there. You know, it used to be almost in high school that would be a rarity. You might see 1 or 2 in a season, but now it seems like that at least every team has 1.
At least 1.
If not 2 left-handed pitchers. After a quick timeout, meeting on the mound, O'Neill steps back into the box ready to go. Behind in the count, no balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. That one's hit to the right side, but right at the second baseman, McKibben, who will make the snag for out number 3. We'll go to the top of the 2nd. Still scoreless here at CHS. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
We head now to the 2nd inning. 0-0 on the scoreboard. Cartersville with 1 hit, Dogs with no hits. as Connor Peak continues his warm-up tosses here in the second inning. Cedartown looking to avoid the sweep in the region series. And, of course, this game getting started about 30 minutes later than we originally had it scheduled for, but I guess you can't schedule double headers. But either way, here we are, 8:32 in the top of the second inning. Glad to be with you, though, regardless. And the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes will try to get their second hit. It will be Pratt, Logan, and Elrod due up here in the top of the second.
Pratt, the backstop for the Purple Hurricanes. Stands in, ready to go to work. And first pitch on the way from Peak. He kind of fell off the mound there. Lost his footing.
Got to cross the foul line to be a long horse track.
Somebody was asking if it was a balk, but nobody's on base.
Nope. So now the first pitch on the way from Peak. And they're called strike one. Once again, coming out of his hat, though.
Threw that one right down Wissahickon.
The Braves would leave the bases loaded in the bottom of the fifth. Strikeout by Allen. Still with a 3-0 lead, though, in Atlanta over the Marlins. The 0-1 on the way from Peak.
Foul ball.
All right.
Looks like it hit off
maybe the knob of the bat?
The knob, yeah.
Pratt was headed down to first base. He thought he had been hit by the pitch and was going to get a free bag, but instead it's a foul ball, and it's an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way from Peak. Breaking ball called strike three. That's the first out of the inning. It might be one of the best pitches that we've seen Connor throw tonight so far.
Yeah, that was pretty right there. I mean, he came almost 11 o'clock there on his throw and just dropped it down. I mean, it was filthy. One gone here in the top of the second inning. Pratt retired. Here's Logan. First strikeout today for Connor Peak.
Logan had a big home run back in game one of this doubleheader. First pitch on the way from Peak, and that one's going to be in the dirt. Ball one. The 1-0 on the way from Peak. That one's in there, called strike one.
I'll tell you, that was a little low there. According to our center field camera, we'll take the call, but Cartersville fans barking.
Well, I was going to say, not only according to the center field camera, but also the bleachers full of Purple Hurricanes, just to mine and your right. So the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody on, 1 out. Pete taking his time out there on the mound. No rush at all for that young man. And the pitch on the way. That one misses, ball 3. So Logan in a hitter's count here with 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch on the way from Pete. Just missed, ball 4.
A little bit low, I think, but man, it was close.
So Logan will head down to first on the 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Elrod.
Number 34, Nolan Elrod.
I'll bring up Nolan Elrod, the Cartersville left fielder.
Pete comes set, first pitch on the way. It's in there, called strike 1. Just shy of 80 degrees here as we start game 2. Mid-80s for first pitch of game 1. And the 0-1 is on the way. That one's fouled back. Count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Don't you love all the stuff you can hear on the field?
I do. Throw over to first base. Logan back safely.
Sometimes stuff you don't want to hear.
That's right. Pitch on the way. That's a chopper to the right side. Going to be a tough play for Tweet. Gathers, fires to first, the only play they have, and it's there in time for out number 2. That was a slow roller to the right side, but Tweet Gerald able to come in and make the charge. That'll be the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Vargas. So runner at second base and 2 outs. And pitch on the way. Breaking ball in there called strike 1.
A lot of first pitch strikes thrown today for.
How do you feel about that?
What's that?
Well, Paul Bird used to be on the broadcasting team for the Braves, no longer there, and they're interviewing him during the Braves game while he's attending the game.
Well, he has an analyst for Braves on Gray.
The 0-1 on the way, and that one's fouled off at the plate.
Along with local baseball legend Charlie Culberson.
There you go. Did you see his celebrity guest appearance in the Savannah Bananas game?
I did.
Thought that was pretty interesting.
Very cool.
Did a couple of backflips.
Of course, it being at Truist Park, the crowd went wild.
They loved it, absolutely. Yes. The 0-2 on the way from Vargas. That one's going to get away from Allred. Pitch was in the dirt. Runner will advance up to third base, and the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Back-to-back innings with traffic on the base pads for the Purple Hurricanes.
Yeah, Charlie Clutch was a very popular Brave when he was with Atlanta. Formerly a Calhoun Yellow Jacket. One of their retired numbers on their outfield fence.
The 1-2 on the way from Peak. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it for the top of the second inning. The Hurricanes leave a runner. We'll go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
I'll tell you what, Sam, I could spend hours in Livewire Surplus just looking around and seeing what all they got in there. I mean, it's like a kid at Christmas time.
Absolutely it is.
I
never leave there empty-handed.
It's like an adult toy store. Well,
absolutely. Well,
let's not go there. It's like a toy store for adults. How about that? You got to be careful how you say that. Yes.
That might be one of the best ones ever.
Let's check if I have a job on Monday. Okay. All right, here we go in the bottom half of the second inning. Cedartown Bulldogs will bring up Gavin Allred, Dalen Holiday, and Owen Jarrell, and Sam Branch to maybe save me from myself. Let's take it away.
We'll see what we can do. The Bulldog backstop comes to the plate to lead off this bottom of the second inning.
No, but with all seriousness, no, I mean, glad to have them aboard as a sponsor, and you'll find something you need in there, I promise you.
First pitch on the way from Shiflett. That was going to be in the dirt. Ball 1.
Might be buying us some patio furniture very soon.
I love it. I've bought several things from there.
Hot water heaters.
Yep.
Split air conditioner units.
Absolutely. A friend of mine just bought a new refrigerator from there, not 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Can't beat the price.
Pitch on the way from Shiflett. That one almost hits Allred.
I thought it did.
I thought it did too. But it's nonetheless just ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes on the Bulldogs' leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the second inning. Shiflett the look into Pratt. And the pitch on the way. Hit to the left side, going to be a play for Vargas. Long throw, safe. First baseman comes off the bag. Good hustle down the line by Gavin Allred, and that'll be a runner at first.
That's a bang play anyway. I mean, you got to credit Allred for just booking it down the line. And Cartersville has an argument on whether or not the foot was off the bag or not. Again, from up here, it's kind of hard to tell. You got to give the field umpire the benefit of the doubt on that call, and we'll take the infield hit.
Absolutely. So that'll bring up Day Holiday.
Let's go, Day. Be on top of it. Let's go.
Spencer Strider got a start tonight for the Gwinnett Stripers, and he's looking pretty dang good, I must say.
5 1/3, 8 Ks, 75 pitches, 2 walks. No hits, no earned runs. Throw over to first base. And the courtesy runner of Bryant Waddell is back safely.
Well, the Braves need a healthy Spencer Strider. And I think if they could move maybe Grant Holmes back to the bullpen, you'll have a nice middle reliever or a long reliever.
First pitch on the way to Day shows bunt. That one's bunted straight back at us. Foul.
Yep. That would have been in our booth had that net not been there.
Absolutely. Instead, it's just a foul, and Day will step in, get ready to go back to work. The 0-1 on the way from Shiflett. Big cut and a miss there by Holiday. He's behind in the count, 0-2.
Come on, Day. Got to protect you. Let's go. Be a dog. Be a dog.
Waddell, the pinch runner, over at first, or the courtesy runner, I should say. Throw over to first, and he's back safely.
Here we go, Day.
Top of the 7th inning in Atlanta. The Braves still up 3-0. Runner on at first, and 1 out for the Marlins. Schwellenbach is absolutely cruising. And a big cut and a miss there by Holiday for out number 1. When's the last time that you've seen a starting pitcher in the Major League Baseball, common or modern, more obviously not the modern era, but the last, 10, 15 years, have 81 pitches through 6 1/3?
Well, it doesn't happen very often.
No.
It really doesn't. I don't think it goes past 7 innings unless he has quick work of this one.
That one in the dirt.
Yep. 1 ball, no strikes. If he can get a double play here, you might see him in the 8th inning, though.
Tweet at the plate for the Dogs. That might be it. 5, 4, 3.
Nope.
No. Want to know the count for Cedartown's Tweet Gerald. Runner over at first and 1 out. And the pitch on the way from Shiflett. And he did go. That one was in the dirt. But Tweet not able to stop his swing, so the count now even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The Bulldogs' second baseman. And his family has the best seats in the house.
They do.
They've got a rollback pulled up about there in the outfield. That one's foul tipped at the plate, strike two, and they've got all their lawn chairs on the back of the rollback.
And probably got the big AA on out there, too, to have the full effect.
If so, we'd love it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. And the pitch on the way. That one's hit to the right side. That could be trouble, and it is going to get down. Waddell, though, is going to hold at second. Logan was able to get over there and cut it off. Otherwise, had that reached the corner, the Dogs might be in business. We're still in business with runners at first and second and 1 out, but we could be runners at second and third. Everett Perkins will come to the plate now.
That is the second base hit for the Bulldogs. Both hits coming in this inning.
So Perkins will stand in.
His first at bat of the day, of this game, I should say.
And the pitch on the way from Shiflett. Big cut and a miss there, strike one. Shiflett comes set. After the sign from Pratt, pitch on the way. That one's called strike two.
Timothy Miller singing God Bless America, 7th inning stretch. It doesn't get much better than that.
You are correct, sir. The 0-2 on the way. Perkins, a chopper to second base. It'll be McKibben. They'll go to second for the lead runner, now to first, and he is safe there. So the runner will be, or the runners, I should say, will be at first and third with 2 outs. They tried to turn the 4-6-3, and Perkins just beat it out over at first base.
Number 11,
So the Dogs, runners at the corners, and it'll be the number 9 spot in Jacob Yarber.
Yeah, that was about as clean of a turn at second base that you'll see. I mean, just brushed the bag with his foot, threw over to first base, but just did not have time to get the runner at first. So they're at the corners. Dogs will try to get on the board here and break the scoreless tie, but it'll take a 2-out hit by Yarber.
Time called by the catcher as he makes a defensive alignment change.
I met Timothy Miller one time. Really, really nice guy. Met him at a Rome Braves game.
Huh.
He was singing the national anthem for the formerly Rome Braves, now the Rome Emperors.
First pitch on the way to Yarber. Big cut and a miss, strike one. That squad in now, what, year 2 officially of Emperors baseball?
I believe so, yes. First half champions last year.
Yep. The 0-1 on the way. Called strike 2.
I had a chance to fill in for Logan Maddox back when he was still doing Rome Braves baseball games on the network over there on Valley Live and MILB.TV. And that was a great experience. Great people up there in the Braves organization. Of course, I think a lot of those people have turned over to new staff, but still a great place to see a ball game. And they've made a lot of improvements over there at Avon Health Stadium.
The 0-2 on the way to Yarber. That was chopped foul at the plate, and he'll stay alive to see another pitch.
And in years past, we've had chances to play there, but last year we didn't get to play there, and this year not getting to play there either. But pretty cool place to see a ball game. We've gotten to play the Purple Dragons there before, but not this season.
The 0-2 on the way. Chopper to the left side. That one's going to be through, and that's going to score a run. Bryant Waddell comes around to score from third. And Jacob Yarber has a RBI single with 2 outs in the inning, and that puts the Dogs on the board. And Cedartown leads here in the bottom of the second inning, 1-0.
How about it, Jacob Yarber? I continue to brag on him sitting in that 9th spot in the lineup, but that's not where you put your worst hitter at all. It's where you put one of your best hitters. And Yarber just comes through time after time with timely hits, and he did just then to give the Bulldogs the lead here in the second inning.
We'll go back to the top of the order now to Samuel Formby, who looks at one in there for a called strike one from Shiflett.
You know, for years watching the National League, you know, when the pitchers hit for themselves, you always put them in that ninth spot. It's just kind of an easy out there in the lineup. But when you have the DH in place, you put a fast, good runner and good hitter in that ninth spot. There's a swing and a miss there by Samuel, 0-2.
Yeah, he's a little frustrated with himself after that one. He went after a really bad pitch there, but Formby, he'll brush it off and climb back in.
Big fly for the Big Bear.
0-2 the count. Pitch on the way. That one is well outside to Formby. That'll be ball one. So the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes as Marcelo Zuna has made it a 4-0 lead.
I guess all they needed was to come home.
I guess so.
They're playing pretty good right now.
Yep.
They've had some. The Braves have had some opportunities to go by the wayside, but they still lead 4-0, and they're looking a lot different.
1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss there by Formby, and he is down on strikes, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. The Dogs strand 2, but they score 1. We'll go to the top of the 3rd inning. Cedartown on top, 1-0. Back after this here on the Big AA.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand-name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
We are now to the 3rd inning. Cedartown with a 1-0 lead. Dogs with some hits in the inning and able to take care of business. Left the runner stranded, though, but Cedartown able to get on the board, and every run counts in this ball game. And this Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, as we have seen, can come back quickly. But Connor Peak has been pitching well through 2 innings, and as we head to the 3rd inning, he will face 9-1-2 Peters, Purdy, and McKibben.
Peters climbs in, and Peak is ready to go. First pitch on the way. Big cut and a miss there by Peters.
And again, another first strike pitch.
Yep. He's done well tonight with those. The 0-1 on the way. That one misses upstairs. Ball 1.
This review's taking a long time.
Taking way too long. The Marcelo Zuna home run in Atlanta is currently under review. The 1-1 on the way. That one's going to be inside. 2-1. Peak to look into all red. The 2-1 on the way. Breaking ball, and that one is tattooed to the left side. It's going to be a play there for Perkins, and he will make the grab out in left field for out number 1. So a long first out will take us back to the top of the order to Purdy.
Yeah, he just got underneath that one. Easy play for Perkins over in left field.
Purdy is 1 for 1. And the pitch on the way. And they're called strike 1. Another first strike called pitch. I'm with you, Andrew. I don't understand what's taking so long. Called strike 2 over the outside part of the plate. Peak dealing. Ahead in the count. 0-2. The 0-2 on the way, misses outside. Ball 1, and there's the solo home run call once again.
Yeah, they're going to shoot the fireworks again.
One more time. We'll take it. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Purdy. Breaking ball hit to the right side, foul.
Well, you know that one felt. Felt that one. That was off a part of the bat that just jars your body.
Yeah, you can just hear it off the bat. Almost just a dead thud. No pop to it at all in that fat part of the bat. The 1-2 on the way. That one is going to be well low and inside. Almost shoe top level, it looked like.
Almost hit the shoe tops.
Yep, so that'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Purdy. 2-2 on the way from Pete. That one is hit to the left side. It's going to be another chance for Perkins. He's going to look, turn, and watch this one hit off the wall. And that's going to be a 1-out double from Purdy. He hit it just about as far as you can hit it, and it still stay in the ballpark.
That ball traveled a lot farther than I thought it was going to.
I agree.
And Perkins kind of had his back turned to it, had to kind of over the shoulder make the play on it, played it off the fence out there, and it's a double. Oh, my.
I just won $42.
That means Matt Olson hits a homer on a 3-0 pitch. How about it? Back to back. Sam can buy my dinner tonight.
That's right. Yosef has joined us in the booth just in time to see Olson trot around.
That one misses low and away. Ball 1 to number 7.
I won my $42, Joseph.
McKibben 0 for 1. Cartersville with a tying run at second base with 1 gone.
Look in from Peak. Checks the runner at second. And the pitch is on the way. Chop to the third base side. Allen is able to get leather on it, so it'll hold the runner at second. A good play over there by Ace Allen to at least get some glove on it. Knocks it down, so there will be runners at first and second as McKibben is aboard. And that'll bring up Crawford, who is 0 for 1.
I would be shocked if that wasn't ruled a single. And it is. Infield hit.
And I think that's the right call.
I think the Braves are excising some demons tonight.
I'm fine with it.
Me too.
I hope the Bulldogs can excise a few demons tonight as well.
Indeed.
Pete with runners at first and second. First pitch on the way to Crawford. Breaking ball, and it's teed off and hit to the left side. That's going to score 1 and tie the ball game. They're going to send the runner. Now they're going to hold him at third. Runner does go up to second in there safely, and Cartersville has tied the ball game on a 1-out RBI double.
Yeah, that big breaking ball there from Connor Peak, it's worked for him. That time he hung it up, and it was just tattooed there to left field.
And it just looks like the Cartersville hitters now the second time through the order, Andrew, are honing in on that and just waiting for that pitch.
But I think if Connor drops that, if he drops that breaking ball a little bit lower, he'll be okay. He'll get swings and misses out of it or called strikes or little dribblers, but not line drives like that.
So runners at second and third. First pitch on the way to Cochran's in there, called strike 1. This time he goes away from the breaking ball.
Have you had the shrimp from Zaxby's?
I have.
What do you think of it?
I like it.
It's actually pretty good.
Yep. Doesn't taste like chicken at all.
No, does not.
No balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 1 out, 1 run already across here in the top of the third inning. The 0-1 on the way from Peak. Just missed ball 1.
And for those listening and watching, you're probably wondering, why did he suddenly talk about Zaxby's? Well, we're watching the Braves telecast on one of our iPads up here, and the ad just popped up for us, so that's why.
Peak comes set, the 1-1 on the way. Big looping breaking ball, but that one stays well upstairs, ball 2. Pete comes set. The 2-1 on the way. Big cut and a miss. Strike 2 to Cochran. Cochran 0 for 1 here in game 2 of the doubleheader. He's trying to join the hit parade. The 2-2 on the way. That one's hit to the right side. It's going to be foul, and it will be out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Peak comes set. The 2-2 on the way. That one's hit to the right side. This one, though, will be playable for Yarber. And he missed it. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. The runner is around second into third, and he is out. So Cochran is thrown out at third base, but not before 2 runs scored. And it's a 3-1 ball game. Cartersville on top.
Well, several things there, and no one feels worse about that play right there than Jacob Yarber. But when he picked it back up and threw in there, a great relay throw to third base, and they gun him trying to get to third, and that's going to be out number 2. But 2 runs come across on a devastating drop out there in right field. So the base is now empty. Cochran driving in 2.
Number 1.
There are 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring up Pratt, the backstop. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So Pete looks in, gets the sign from All Red, and the pitch is on the way. That one's fouled off to the right side, strike 1. Pratt back in the box. Pete comes set. The 0-1 on the way. Chopper to the left side, and that's going to be through the hole between Allen and Formby. And that'll be a 2-out single from Pratt.
Up next, number 33, Braden Logan.
Courtesy runner coming in for Pratt. It'll be in the form of number 13 for the Purple Hurricanes.
Not on the roster, huh?
He is, but I'm going to let you go with figuring out what it says.
Reniger? That's
Yeah.
what it says on there.
Close, yeah, okay, there we go.
That's what it says on Game Changer, Reniger.
So Reniger over at first base, 2 outs in the inning.
That sounds good to me.
And this will bring up Logan. Logan with a walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch on the way. Strike 1. Schwellenbach is back out there for the top of the 8th inning. He starts things off with a strikeout.
You know, speaking of Logan, first the 0-1 pitch.
This is low, ball 1.
You know, your buddy and mine, former Big AA broadcaster Logan Maddox, got a chance to see the Auburn Tigers in the Sweet 16 up in Louisville.
He did. He called me Friday before the game and said, "You want to go to Kentucky?" And I said,
"Wish I could."
I wish I could. He made the drive. They went up Friday night, caught the game there in Rupp Arena.
Well, and I think Louisville expected to be there, and they sold up all their tickets.
Correct.
Was not the problem in Atlanta.
No. 1-1 on the way. Runner goes. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Throw down to second.
Got him.
And he is gunned out at second base.
One hopper didn't matter.
The Hurricanes score 3. They take a 3-1 lead, and the top of the third will go to the bottom of the third. You're listening to Cedartown High School Baseball here on the official Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown, or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back as we head now to the bottom half of the third. The Canes take the lead, a 3 spot in the top of the inning. And the Bulldogs will see if the top of the lineup can get something going here. We were able to score in the second inning, 1 run. It looks to appear to be Ace Allen, Caleb Formby, and Jay O'Neill due up, with Allen 0 for 1. Formby, a walk his last time, and O'Neill 0 for 1 so far.
So Allen comes to the plate and lead things off here in the bottom half of the third inning. Shiflett's still out on the mound for the Canes.
You know, and another thing we were talking about off the air, how many Florida or Miami Marlin players have come up through their farm system, turned into superstars, and they traded them away?
Allen's hit up the middle from Allen. It's going to be a play there for the shortstop, and he fires over to first and beats Allen by a step.
All-around great play there by the shortstop for the Purple Hurricanes to complete that play on the first pitch.
Good play there by Vargas, so that'll bring up Caleb Formby, and you're right.
We talked about JT Realmuto.
Yep, he's the one that really sticks out to me.
Well, also former Marlin, now Milwaukee Brewer. What's his name? Huh? Oh yeah, Yelich, Kristen Yelich. But I'll go back farther than that.
Okay.
He didn't get developed by the Marlins, but they got him from San Diego, and that was Gary Sheffield.
Yep.
Part of the '97 World Championship team.
First pitch on the way. Misses ball 1. Well, and didn't Giancarlo Stanton get his start in Miami?
He did.
That's another big-time one.
Jazz Chisholm, as we were talking about, now with the Yankees.
That misses ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Caleb Formby.
It's funny, you know, the Braves playing the Marlins today, the only 2 winning seasons they've ever had in their entire existence. 97 and 03. Their World Series years.
Got to miss there by Formby, strike 1. Count now 2 balls and no strikes. It is kind of odd.
It's very odd.
Two balls, 1 strike, nobody on, 1 out. Called, strike 2. Shiflett, long look into Pratt. Gets the sign. Time called by Formby. He'll step out of the box. Shiflett was taking a long time out there on the mound going through the signs with Pratt. So he'll step back in. 2-2 on the way. Cut and miss, strike 3. Formby is down on strikes for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up the Bulldogs' DH, Jay O'Neill.
Jay O'Neill.
So O'Neill in the box. Base is empty, 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Big cut and a miss there. Strike 1 by O'Neill.
Sounds like we've got an AM radio somewhere around our field mic. I think.
Catching a little bit of feedback, maybe.
I think it might be going dead. It's been down there the whole time. I'll run down there between innings.
That one's hit to the right side. The chopper to the first baseman. It's going to be Cochran who will take it to the bag, and he'll step on the bag for out number 3. The Bulldogs go in order. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning. Cedartown trails 3-1. Back after this here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Three to 1 is your score as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Cedartown trails here at home against the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. Connor Peak still out on the mound for the Dogs. Throw down to second base from Gavin Allred, and it looks like we are ready to go to work here in the top of the 4th. Cedartown would strike for a single run in the bottom of the 2nd inning, would jump out to the 1-0 lead, but then Cartersville would plate 3 runs in the top of the 3rd. It'll be Logan, Elrod, and Vargas due up. First pitch on the way from Peak. That one's chopped to the right side. It's going to be a play for Tweet Gerald. Here, fire over to first for out number 1. So good play there by Tweet. Good pitch there by Peak. And that's a quick out. So that'll bring up Elrod. Elrod is 0 for 1. Pitch on the way from Pete. That one misses upstairs, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to count. Pitch on the way. High breaking ball, stayed well out of the zone, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to count. Pitch on the way. That one misses high and away. Ball 3. Just after 15 minutes after the hour of 9 p.m. here on a Friday night. Doubleheader baseball here on the Big AA. Pitch on the way. That one just misses, ball 4. And so Elrod will draw the 1-out walk. Vargas will come to the plate. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Peak looks in. And the pitch is on the way. That one's in there, called strike 1. So Peak is ahead in the count. 0-1, runner over at first base. And the pitch. Breaking ball chopped up the middle. They'll go to first for the out. And that'll be the 2nd out. That one was hit on a button right there to Connor Peak, he would fire over to first for out number 2. So Elrod is in at second safely. And that will bring up the 9 hole in Peters. Peters 0 for 1. First pitch on the way from Peak. Big breaking ball in there, called strike 1. And again, Peak has just been able to get those called strike 1 calls. And it has certainly helped. The 0-1 on the way. Big cut and a miss, 0-2. Outside of the few mistakes that they made in the top of the 3rd inning, those 3 errors, outside of those, Peak has performed well for the Dogs. The 0-2 on the way. That one is lifted back behind us and foul. Oh. Hit off the top row of the visitors' bleachers. And no, do not worry, it did not hit anybody's grandma, for those of you that may have caught that.
Thank goodness.
0-2 the count. Runner at second, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. That one is drilled down the left side and foul. Thank goodness. That would have made it a 4-1 game. Peters able to turn on that one. Atlanta with a 5-0 lead in the bottom of the 8th have runners on the corners and 1 out. The 0-2 on the way. Upstairs, ball 1. Sounds like we've got a very unhappy camper in the audience somewhere.
Well, it's past the bedtime.
Listen, I'm right there with them. The 1-2 on the way. Fouled back. So Peters will see another pitch. There you go, Ozzie. 3-1 the score here at Cedartown High School. 1-2 the count. The pitch on the way from Peak. And that one is lifted, and that one's going to be out of play as well. That one as well coming close to someone's grandma, but no contact made.
I actually saw it land on our center field camera.
Peters putting up a well of an at-bat here against Connor Peak. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 on, 2 out. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Peters put up a good battle, but Peak comes out on top. The Hurricanes strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Cedartown trails by 2. 3-1 your score. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. And that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
And we are back as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your score is 3-1. Cedartown trails by 2. Dogs looking to battle back here against the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, looking to avoid the sweep. Cartersville picked up the win in Game 1 by a final score of 5-1 and would come back after being down 5-1 in Game 2 and pick up the win by a final of 11-5.
Leading off, number 3, Gavin Allred.
So for the Dogs, it will be Allred, Holiday, Gerald. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Dogs. Shiflett still on the mound. Cartersville, first pitch on the way. That one's taken high and away, ball 1. Matt Olson picking up 2 more RBIs on a bases loaded single. Time called as the catcher will head out to talk with Shiflett. So Pratt and Shiflett are going to get together. Allred 1 for 1 on the night here in Game 2. He's had a pretty hot bat all season long. You'd love for him to lead off this bottom of the 4th inning. Get a good hit. Maybe even get in scoring position for us. But we'll take it one base at a time. Pitch on the way from Shiflett, and that one's hit to the right side. It's going to be a play for Logan. He's on the run, and that's going to get over his head. That'll go to the wall. Allred is going to head into second base with a leadoff double. And just like that, the prophecy is fulfilled.
Yeah, there you go. Good piece of hitting there. He really laced that one. It was over the right fielder's head. Logan, he just couldn't get a good line on it. Played it off that wall. And lucky it was only a double. That's all I can say. That ball was hit really hard off the wall, and he's going to be relieved for a courtesy runner. Bryant Waddell will run now for Allred.
Let's go. Nobody hurt.
And a chance now for the Bulldogs' first baseman, Dalen Holiday.
Holiday is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Comes to the plate this time, though, with a runner at second base and nobody out. First pitch on the way from Shiflett. That one misses outside. Ball 1. Pitch on the way from Shiflett. Well inside, ball 2. Heard some of the Cartersville faithful saying good pitch as it almost ruffled the jersey of Holiday. 2-0 on the way. And that one's hit to the left side, and that one is going to be caught. What a diving catch there by Vargas.
I mean,
the shortstop.
My goodness. I mean, is that Derek Jeter or what? I mean, he just dove on there, on the dirt, kind of between the dirt and the grass, able to get that ball right on the edge of his glove and closed it in and made a great catch there for the first out.
So that'll bring up Tweet. He comes to the plate 1 for 1. Robbed Holiday of a hit. Shiflett comes set. First pitch on the way to the second baseman for the Dogs. High and away, ball 1.
Go ahead.
Atlanta continuing to pour it on Miami, up now 9-0. Pitching change coming from the Marlins. That one's in there, called strike 1 against Gerald. Threw that one pretty much right down Frank Lott Drive. One ball, one strike, 1 on, 1 out. Pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt, ball 2. Good stop there by Pratt. Kept that one in front of him. Forced Waddell to retreat back to second base. So the count now 2-1.
Hey, who was it? Maddox got hit. Remember when we tried to throw it down?
Pitch on the way. Again, Tweet unable to check his swing as that one was shoe top level. So the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way as well, outside, ball 3. So the count now full. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch on the way from Shiflett. Called, strike 3 outside part of the plate, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And Tweet, visibly upset, is down on strikes.
Well, he knew it, and that's why he's upset. He's upset he didn't swing at it. That's a tough strike. Here's Everett Perkins now at the plate. By the way, last report we got in the 6th inning, Cass leads Altoona 1-0. They almost won game 1 of today, but
that would be a surprising victory there for the Colonels.
I'll say. The only region loss for the Buccaneers to this team we're playing right now, Cartersville. 1 ball, no strikes. That one missing low, but Altoona would take 2 out of 3 from the Canes. It was, I think, one of the first series of the region schedule.
1 ball, no strikes to count on Perkins. That was in there, called strike 2. Good pitch there by Shiflett. 1-1, excuse me. Shiflett comes set, pitch on the way. That one's just across the top level. 2 balls, 1 strike.
There it goes again.
It came back to life.
It came back to life.
Yep.
Sure did.
2 balls, 1 strike. 1 on, 2 outs.
Sorry, folks at home.
Very long look in by Shiflett. Now he's ready. And the pitch on the way.
Yeah, good
Called
pitch.
strike 2. Shiflett has been brutal with that pitch. A lot of called strikes looking on that one. The count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 2 out. Dogs with the runner at second base. Pitch on the way. That one's hit to the right side, and that is foul. Perkins just had to put the bat out there just to make contact to stay alive. The Braves will go to the 9th inning, up 10-0 in Atlanta. Looking to pick up their first win of the season over the NL East rival Miami Marlins. The 2-2 on the way to Perkins.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Great pitch. Oh my gosh!
Question is, in the 9th inning, does Schwellenbach come back? He pitched in the 8th. See if he pitches in the 9th. And he's got his shutout going.
The payoff pitch on the way to Perkins. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 well out in front of that one. And the Bulldogs will strand a runner at second base. We'll go the top of the 5th, down by 3-1, excuse me. Back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big Double A is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big Double A. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Back here to the dog pound. The Cedartown Bulldogs trail the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes 3-1. We led for a short while in this ball game. 1-0 Cartersville. Of course, we scored the one run in the bottom of the second. Cartersville responding in the top of the third with 3. And Bulldogs have just struggled to get timely bats. So we'll see if Connor Peak can continue his good work. Of course, he gave up the 3 runs in the third inning. But with the unfortunate mistakes of some defensive miscues, we'll see if Connor Peak can keep it going and bring the offense back out.
Go, Andrew.
Top of the order in Purdy, who is 2 for 2 with a run scored. And the first pitch on the way is hit to the right side, and that's going to be down, and that is going to be a leadoff single.
It's a no man's land little base hit. Well, it's not a dime duck. It's not popcorn. It's just a little flare.
Yep.
Little flare job that drops in no man's land there in shallow right.
So Purdy stays perfect, and that'll bring up McKibben. 1 for 2 with a run scored. First pitch on the way from Peak, and that was hit to the right side, and that might have finally done it for the dying field mic.
It may have. Actually, might have just struck the one that I just put down there.
0-1 the count on that foul ball by McKibben. Peak comes set, pitch on the way. That big breaking ball, chopped down the left side. Going to be a tough play for Allen. Fires over to first and pulls him off the bag. They're going to fire over to third, and it's going to get away from Caleb Formby.
Hold up.
Allen had to charge in from third, tries to get it over to first base, pulled Dalen Holiday off the bag. The runner from second went to third. Holiday threw over to third to Caleb Formby, and it was over Formby's head. And runners are on the corners, and nobody's out.
It was going to take a great, outstanding throw there from Allen to get that runner over at first base. And a good job there by Dalen Holiday to get in front of that ball and knock it down. And they made a pretty close play over at third base, although it was a bit high thrown. It got a favorable bounce off the front of the Cedartown dugout. The runner at first does not advance. So Purdy at third, McKibben is at first base. Nobody out here in the top half of the 5th inning.
So this will bring up number 20.
Go, Asa.
Aaron Bummer, I think Joseph had it right.
He did. Asa Mitchum will come to the plate for Cartersville. Runners on the corners, nobody out. First pitch on the way from Pete. That one's hit to the right side. Almost took out the guy on deck.
Woo!
Pretty legs.
He's like going that way.
Oh, I would too. I get out the way.
Go, Asa, right here, baby.
Look at him. He didn't know it was coming.
Altoona has.
The fans gave you all the play-by-play.
Yeah, that's all you needed to know right
Yep.
there. Altoona now leads at 6-1 in the 5th inning.
The 0-1 on the way from Peak. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Got it right here.
Peak comes set. Pitch on the way. Almost a pitch out, but the runner went back to first easily. No throw down. That'll be ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way from Pete. Called strike 3. That'll be the first out of the inning.
Hey, here we go, Cam.
Connor might have gotten a bit of a gift there on that call.
Let's go, kid.
That'll bring up Cochran. Cochran is 0 for 2. Peak comes set, and the pitch on the way. That one is hit to the right side, a high fly ball. It'll be a chance for Yarber, drifting over to the foul territory, makes the grab, and he'll fire it in, and the run will score from third, and it's now 4-1, with the Hurricanes extending the lead to a 3-run deficit. So Cochran with the sacrifice fly scores the run.
Got the job done, brought home the run. That's what they needed.
Go, June!
And that'll bring up Pratt.
Woodland all over Hiram, 12-0. It was an early score that we got back in the third. I imagine that game will probably end early.
Pete comes set, pitch on the way. This ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Count on the Cartersville backstop, who's 1 for 2. Also with a strikeout. And the pitch on the way. Throw down to first, back safely.
Close play.
Pitch was a ball. It was up and in for ball 2. Good throw down to first, though, by Gavin Allred.
Yeah, Gavin located that throw to first very well, right to the back of the base runner. He just was able to slide back in safely.
Pitch on the way. That one is hit to the right side and out of play. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The Atlanta Braves have knocked off the Miami Marlins by a final score of 10-0 to improve to 1-7.
That's better than 0-8.
Got that right. They just, like you said, Andrew, they just needed to come home. Throw first base runner back safely in McKibben. The 2-1 on the way from Peak. Breaking ball misses outside, ball 3.
He's consistently missing outside with that breaking ball. He's been able to he had been able to locate it kind of in. He'll get a swing and a miss or a called strike with it, but several times in this at bat he's missed outside with the curve.
So the 3-1 on the way to Pratt. That one's in the dirt, gets away from Allred. Runner was already going to be at second, but he will hold there as Allred tracks down the loose baseball. And so Pratt will go over first on the walk, and McKibben advances to second base. And that'll bring up Logan. Logan, the right fielder. 0 for 1 with a walk. Cedartown trails here in the top of the 5th inning, 4-1.
Come on, Braden.
We talked about how tough of a series this would be about 2 weeks ago, and it has lived up to those expectations. First pitch on the way from Peak. Called strike 1. You knew that it was going to be extremely tough to win the series, but you were going to hope to at least get one victory out of it. But right now, the Dogs in danger of being swept. That one misses ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to count. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball in there, called strike 2. Cedartown in 4th place in the region behind the Dalton Catamounts. Cartersville ahead of them. The 1-2. Foul ball. Logan will stay alive.
Well, it just makes next week's series with the Catamounts that much more important if the Dogs want to have a chance to be higher than 4th place in the region.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball, had him fooled, got him swinging, and that'll be out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Dogs trail by 3, 4-1 your score. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Back here to CHS. Cedartown trails Cartersville 4-1. Cartersville 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors, but here's the kicker. 1 run, 4 hits, 4 errors for the Cedartown Bulldogs through 4.5. The bottom half of the 5th inning, the Bulldogs will bring to the plate. I believe it'll be Yarborough, then Formby, Allen. If anybody gets on, Caleb Formby. So Jacob Yarborough to lead things off here against the lefty for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, Shiflett, who's gone 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts for the Cartersville lefty.
You know, one thing, Andrew, that I think has been pretty consistent for this Bulldog squad over the past 2 seasons is when they can keep the errors at a minimum, they win ball games. When they let those errors start to pile up, they lose ball games. And it's just a tough way to go down when you know that you're committing those errors, and without those errors, you could possibly be picking up some wins. It's very rare that I think you see this Dog squad just lose a game where they don't commit any errors. But unfortunately, the error bug has bit us here in this game 2 of the doubleheader with those 4 errors. It will be Yarborough, Formby, and Allen due up here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
You learn when you live down there, there's so many ways you don't go anywhere close to it.
Shiflett looks in, gets the sign from Pratt. Very long look in. And now he's ready. First pitch on the way.
There you go, good pitch.
That one misses ball 1. Maybe a little high.
Perhaps.
The 1-0 on the way. That one misses ball 2.
Go, Avery.
Low on that one.
Go, Avery, right here, kid.
2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch on the way. That one misses ball 3. That one was
All the
up.
way back. Come on.
You know, all 3 of those pitches, Sam, I mean, haven't missed by much.
Good
And
pitch.
they're called strike 1.
There you go.
Yarborough more than likely taking all the way on the 3-0 count.
Yeah, that one might have also been a little bit low. It was very close to the one that was called ball 2. But a 3-1 count now.
And the pitch on the way.
Pitch.
Cutting a miss there by Yarborough, and now it's a full count. So Shiflett battling back here from a 3-0, now full. With a payoff pitch due. Bulldogs again trying to get a rally going here in the bottom of the 5th inning, down by 3. The payoff pitch on the way. That one is in the dirt. Ball 4. And Yarborough will draw the leadoff walk. So we'll flip the order over and go back to the top end to Samuel Formby, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Samuel Formby.
Need Samuel to get something going here. 0 for 2 in the ball game with a strikeout.
And you know he is capable of it.
He certainly is.
Shiflett comes set. And pitch on the way. Shows bunt. That one's in the dirt. But a good stop there by Pratt. He is a very good backstop for this Cartersville squad. Very good defensively.
That's a good pitch.
Has a good strong arm. Pretty high baseball IQ about him as well. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Cedartown's Samuel Formby. This kid's not half bad either. Garber with a small lead at first. Pitch on the way. Big cut and a miss there for strike 1. Formby back in the box. Pretty long look in again by Shiflett. Now he's ready. Throw over to first base. Yarber back safely, although he almost stumbled a little bit. Got caught up over his own feet, I believe. I've heard of 2 left feet on the dance floor, but that was almost 2 left feet on the base paths. 1-1 the count. Pitch on the way to Formby. Big cut and a miss on the ball that was well out of the zone. And the count's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. That almost looked like Formby had already made up his mind he was going to swing at that regardless of where it was. Samuel climbs back in the box, though. We'll dust it off. And see another pitch. The 1-2 on the way from Shiflett. That one's hit to the right side. It'll be a play for McKibben. Goes to second. On to first, not in time. But they do get the out at second base. And that'll be the first out of the inning with Formby reaching on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Ace Allen, who is 0 for 2 on the night.
There we go. Work.
The night getting late, Andrew Carter.
Yes, it is.
First pitch on the way to Allen. Called strike 1. Shiflett comes set. The 0-1 on the way. That one's in the dirt. That one's going to get away as the runner will make his way up to second base and Samuel Formby very easily. Pratt, though, after I just sang his praises, don't think that he messed up on that one. He never had a chance at that one.
No, he didn't. It was just
that one hit in front of the batter's box almost.
That one was too far gone. Speaking of too far gone, my 10 o'clock shadow is more like the Crypt Keeper shadow.
I agree with you. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yes, he did. Good pitch.
And again, Allen can't hold up on the swing as that one was just across his shoe tops again. We've gotten burned with that pitch several times from Shiflett.
Ace has seen it a few times in this ball game already.
Sweet saw it a couple of times. The count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way to Allen. That one's chopped foul at the plate. Allen will stay alive to see another pitch.
Win it, Avery.
One and 2 the count. Allen trying to drive home Samuel Formby, who's out at second base. Cut the lead in half. Time called and granted to Ace Allen. Shiflett, he is in absolutely zero hurry whatsoever out on the mound. He is taking his time. Long looks into the catcher. Now he's ready to go. And the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, another very long look in from Shiflett to Pratt. The 2-2 on the way. That one is hit to the left side, and that one's going to get down. Formby is going to round third. He's going to come in and score, and Ace Allen is going to be in at second. The big turn at second. There's going to be a play at third, and he is out.
Good job. I think Nolan got hurt. I think Nolan's hurt out there. He twisted it.
The run did score,
He did. He twisted it.
but Ace Allen is thrown out at third base, and the left fielder is down for Cartersville.
Looks like.
Coaching staff on their way out. That one went all the way to the fence, and that's where the third baseman, Elrod, is perched.
Well, the inning does come to a close regardless, so we'll step aside here. Cartersville 4, Cedartown 2, and we'll head now to the top of the fifth inning when we come back after this.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
4-2 is your score as we remain in the bottom of the fifth inning. Ace Allen was thrown out at third base for just the second out of the inning, so the inning will continue after the injury there by Elrod, who was the left fielder. He was coming over hard to try to make a play on that one, and it looks like maybe he twisted an ankle.
Yeah, that's what some of the Cartersville parents were saying down there. You could hear them on our field mic. So we hope the young man is okay. Hopefully it's just nothing serious. But we're kind of in a bit of a lull as they get everybody replaced or readjusted out there. They're going to have to take him out. We'll see who they put in. They haven't made the indication yet on the Cedartown game changer. But the Dogs able to get a run there, but unfortunately, we run into the second out there as Ace Allen tried to stretch a double into a triple, and he was out by a mile. Caleb Formby will be the batter with 2 outs and nobody on base.
Oh, here he comes right there. They must be touching him right. He just walked through that over there to the left.
So it looks like maybe we're ready to go to work now. It looks like they have put Cochran out in left field for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Cochran got action in right field in the first game.
So Formby will come to the plate, like you said, Andrew, with the bases empty and 2 outs instead of with runner at second and 1 out. 4-2 the score. Dogs striking for their first run of the game since the second inning. Comes here in the bottom of the fifth.
He's bringing this up. Right now.
Caleb now climbs into the box, and he's ready to go to work here against Shifley. Pitch on the way.
Nice pitch.
Strike one.
Okay.
What did he say it was?
Quad.
Quad.
Here you go, Avery.
0-1 the count. And the pitch to Formby. That one's tattooed to the left side, but right at the shortstop, Vargas for out number 3. Well, the Dogs strike for 1. We cut the lead in half. 4-2 is your score. We go to the top of the 6th inning. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown, or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Cedartown trails Cartersville 4-2 as we head now actually to the sixth inning, top of the sixth inning. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Canes. For the Bulldogs, 2 runs, 5 hits, and 4 errors. As Connor P. continues to be on the mound, he has pitched well, giving up only those 3 runs in the third, 1 run in the previous inning. It'll be Kason Cochran to lead it off here. Cochran, as we mentioned before, was the DH, and he enters the game to replace the injured left fielder for the Purple Hurricanes. He'll lead off the top of the 6th inning.
He got hurt in the Tuesday game. He didn't play on the doubleheader, but he came back the next week. So,
Go, kid.
But it's important how hard he tweaked it already.
First pitch on the way from the Bulldogs, Connor Peak. Strike one.
Go.
And the 0-1 on the way from Pete. Ooh. That one just a bit upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Late night here on the Big Double A. Going to be followed up by a pretty early morning.
Yes.
Of course, Saturday mornings with Sam kicking off around 7:45 after the 7:30 news. Playing all of your favorite classic country hits. Pitch on the way. Just missed, ball 2. We'll have the Parker and Lundy Birthday and Anniversary Club around 8:05. And then, of course, the trading post for all of those items you want to buy, sell, rent, swap, or give away at 9:05. 2-1 on the way. Called strike 2. So the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Peyton Boswick will have the creative landscaping show during the 10 o'clock hour. The 2-2, just missed, ball 3. Not sure where that one missed.
Buddy.
Full count, payoff pitch on the way. Ball 4. That looked like 2 back-to-back pitches. It could have been strike 3.
Number 19, David Vargas.
So that'll bring up Vargas.
David.
He comes to the plate, 0 for 2 with a strikeout with a runner over at first and nobody out. Top of the 6th inning here from CHS. Dogs trail by 2. First pitch on the way from Pete. And we've got him picked off. Oh, we thought we did.
Way to go!
Holiday turned to make the tag. But Cochran had already headed for second base, and what should have been a player caught in a rundown is a swiped bag at second. Pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Vargas.
He was like, what? Is he here now? No, David.
And the pitch is on the way.
Good eye.
That one missed high and away, ball 3.
Pete getting up there in the pitch count. He's up to 95. And
you must have been reading my mind.
Yep.
I was thinking, how much longer do you let him go? The 3-0 on the way. Called. Strike one.
Here you go, David.
That one's hit to the left side, and that one's going to be past Caleb Formby. Runner will hold at third base, so Cartersville will have runners on the corners with nobody out.
Go, Thomas.
That'll bring up Peters, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. That one just got underneath the glove of Caleb Formby, who had to go a long way to even have a chance to make a play at that one.
Region scores Woodland Run Rules Hiram 15-0. 7th inning, 6-1 lead Allatoona over Cass.
Pitch on the way from Peak. That one is inside, ball one to Peters. The 1-0 on the way. Big swing and a miss, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cedartown still looking for their first out of the inning. Runners on the corners. The Hurricanes trying to get back the run they gave up in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way. That one's low, ball 2. Throw over to first base. Runner back safely. Pete comes set. Pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt. That one's going to get away from Allred, and 1 run, no. They will hold the runners, or at least the runner at third. The runner at first does move up to second, so Cochran will stay at third. Vargas will move up to second base, and Peters is ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Coach Johnson is probably going to relieve Peak if he doesn't retire this batter here. He may relieve him anyway because his pitch count is up to 103. He's kind of standing on the edge of the Cedartown dugout.
3-1 on the way. Called strike 2.
All right, here you go. Be ready.
Payoff pitch on the way from Connor Peak.
And
that one is hit center field, and that one is going to get down. It's going to score 1.
Good job. Ready to be a player.
5 to your score. Peters with the RBI single.
All right, Andrew, here you go, babe.
Connor Peak's night has got to be coming to a close here very soon.
Coach Johnson signaling to the bullpen. Probably going to bring him in next batter. Going to take us back to the top of the order. Andrew Purdy, perfect on the day, 3 for 3, 2 runs scored.
Got a chance to pick up his first RBI of the night here. Pitch on the way. High and away, ball 1. Runners on the corner, still nobody out. And Peak is begging to be taken out of the game.
Yeah, he's starting to lose his control.
And that will do it for Connor Peak.
Kind of crazy that it's going to be on a 1-0 count.
104. Yeah, they needed it.
Thrown 105, and Peak's night is over. So we'll see who the new pitcher is when we return. Cartersville 5, Cedartown 2. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Will return after this.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
A run is in for the Purple Hurricanes here in the top of the 6th inning. The night over for Connor Peak. He goes, the final line for him, he goes 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, only 3 of them earned, 4 walks and 5 strikeouts. He'll give way to Cole Cochran, number 16, for the Cedartown Bulldogs. In that first game, we used Owen Pilgrim, Andrew Baldwin, and
Jay O'Neill.
Jay O'Neill. So your options of relief pitching are pretty limited here in this ball game. I mean, you could go back to Andrew Baldwin if you had to, but I imagine they're going to keep Cole out there as long as they can and try to let him finish this game. 5-2 lead is still not out of reach, but it's certainly in danger of getting out of reach with runners at the corners and nobody out for the Canes here in the top half of the 6th inning. And it will be Andrew Purdy at the plate with a 1-ball, no-strike count. As you might recall, Coach Johnson pulled Peak with a 1-0 count on the batter, Andrew Purdy.
First pitch on the way from Cole Cochran. This is outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 on, 1 run in, nobody out.
Oh.
Foul off his bat. Strike 1 on a check swing. He ran that one inside on him.
Must hit top of his foot.
Yeah. He gets hit one.
And Purdy will climb back into the box.
I wonder how his butt was after he turned and got hit in the butt.
2 balls and 1 strike.
That was a hard hit ball.
Yeah. Oh, no.
That one is popped up. It'll be played for the left side. Ace Allen giving chase, and it lands in between Allen and Formby. Almost took out the Cartersville coach.
Would that, if it hit your third base coach, is that any kind of...
So strike 2, and the count is even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Sure. All right, Andrew, got new life here, bud.
Come on, bring him in, Andrew.
Cochran comes set. Pitch on the way.
Ooh.
And that one is hit over to the right side, a mile, but foul.
It's just they've done a good job with coaching staff. Pitchers with different speeds, keep us all balanced.
You know, they pitched a bunch of pitches.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. That one's hit to the right side and past Holiday. 1 run is going to score. The runner will round second. He's going to head into third. The throw into third. Not in time, and it gets away from Ace Allen, but not far enough. And so the runner will hold. And it's now 6-2.
Up next, number 7, Kristen McKibben.
So that'll bring up McKibben, who is 1 for 3 with a run scored.
Oh, that's right. I put that.
So McKibben will stand in. Purdy over at first base, but he gives way to a courtesy runner. Peters will be at third base.
There you go, Tristan.
So McKibben in the box, and Cole Cochran ready to go to work. It's Adams who is the runner over at first now for Purdy. Pitch on the way. That one misses outside, ball 1.
Gotta come to you, 7.
Cochran comes set. And the pitch. That one misses low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 on, 2 already across. Nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. The 2-0 on the way. That one's going to miss as well, ball 3. High and away. Coming up on 10:15 here in the East.
Yeah.
The 3-0 on the way, and they're called strike 1.
All right, now you ready?
The lights have been on for quite a while here at CHS. The 3-1 on the way. That one's going to be inside, misses ball 4, so that'll load the bases with nobody out.
All right, here you go, Asa.
That'll bring up Mitchum.
At the bat, number 20, Asa Mitchell.
Mitchum 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Let's go, Asa. Go, Asa right here. Face knock, buddy.
Cochran looks in, gets the sign from Allred. Pitch on the way. That one misses upstairs, ball 1. Cochran comes set, pitch on the way. That one's going to be in the dirt. Stop, gets away by Allred. They throw it over to home. It is not fielded well. Gets away from Cochran, and the run scores, and it's 7-2. Everybody else moves up as well.
They're not as loud as they were before. They're losing their momentum.
Go, Asa right here, bud.
Well, both of these games have been tough if you're a Cedartown Bulldog, with the Dogs having the lead first, but Cartersville rallying back for big leads. And there's ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes, and we just aren't able to retire a batter here in the 6th inning.
Cole is really struggling finding the strike zone, and I think he's about all we've got left. That one's in there, strike 1.
It's all right, here you go, 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count now full on Mitchell.
You're good, Ace. It takes 1. Just takes 1.
Payoff pitch on the way. Called strike 3, and that is the first out of this top of the 6th inning.
Well, I think Cochran finally found a pitch that worked for him. It was throwing it there, kind of inside corner. All 3 strikes in that at bat were the same pitch, and got a strike 3 looking there for the first out.
So that'll bring up Cochran, who is 0 for 2 with an RBI. Sack fly to the right side his last at bat.
Good eye.
That one's going to get away from Allred, and that's going to score another run. 8-2.
Good hustle, Coop.
And the wheels have officially come off. I also think it's safe to say, Andrew, all of us, including you and I, are out of gas.
Yeah.
The 1-0 on the way.
Good eye.
This is low, ball 2. Two-0 on the way. That one's fouled back, strike 1.
right, 3-5 right here, bud.
Was that
Yeah, he put a microphone in there.
I was going to say, I was looking at that.
They discovered our microphone.
It took them this long.
I wonder if it got jogged loose.
It might have. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. 8-2 the score. Pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt. Stopped there by Allred. Keeps it in front of him. 3-1.
It's okay, folks. Y'all didn't say anything incriminating. I didn't hear anything incriminating.
That's right. Not yet. Not yet.
Although the conversations have been entertaining.
They have been.
Yes.
Little all over the place.
Yes.
Sort of like our broadcast conversation.
Yeah, no doubt.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Pitch on the way from Cole Cochran. All 4.
Here you go, Jew. Here you go, Jew.
And that'll bring up Pratt.
Up next, number 1.
Courtesy runner going to come in.
Pratt.
Come on, Jules.
Here you go, Jules.
I don't know if they scored. They scored.
There it is.
There it is.
Pitch him again. He's had so,
Yeah.
they.
Yeah.
I don't know that they will.
Yeah, this has gone on a long time. I thought we would be done.
I agree.
Me and you both. Me and you both. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Pitch on the way to Pratt.
Going this way, the opposite.
Yeah, right.
That was fouled back. Strike 1. The 0-1 on the way. Misses ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On number 1. One, 1. Cut on and miss. Strike 2.
Let's go, JP. Here you go, Jimmy.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. This is ball 2. Cole Cochran doesn't look happy out on the mound.
Well, this was a 4-2 game when we got to the 6th inning, and like you said, just the wheels have fallen off here.
Pitch on the way. That was hit to the right side and foul.
Keep working. Keep working, JP.
Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out. The 2-2 on the way to Pratt. Called, strike 3. That'll be the second out of the inning.
Yeah, both outs in the inning via the strikeout looking.
All right, here you go, BL.
That'll bring up Logan, who is 0 for 2
Next up,
with a walk and a strikeout.
Braden Logan.
Logan did have I think he had a home run in the first game of this doubleheader.
He did. You are correct, sir. 2-run shot. First pitch on the way from Cole Cochran to Logan. Strike 1.
Get up. What time's your appointment? How long the drive is to the beach? 7 or something.
And the 0-1 on the way. Chopper to the left side. Chance for Ace Allen. He'll fire on to first, and we are finally out at the top of the 6th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, down 8-2. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
4 runs come across in the top of the 6th inning for the Canes. There'll probably be a few changes out there for Cartersville. I think we may even have a new pitcher. I'm not sure. That's a good song to wake you up, though. Isn't that right, Sam Branch?
If you say so. It might work for some folks.
At least it's kind of,
at least we are
jarring me loose a little bit. It'll be for the Bulldogs coming to the plate. He will be the DH Jay O'Neill, followed by Gavin Allred and Dalen Holiday. It was we mentioned before, it was a 4-2 game in the top of the 6th inning. Dogs were right in it, but the Canes hanging 4 on the board in that inning. They take a 6-run lead, and warm-up tosses continuing here in this late hour of 10:22 p.m. on a Friday night. It's definitely waking me up.
And they go back to Shrewsbury in relief here in the bottom of the 6th inning due to the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. No,
16,
number
Frazier.
16, Frazier.
Frazier. It's okay.
I thought it was 18. My apologies.
Looks like the rest of the field looks the same. Cochran still in left field. Peters in center, Logan in right. And the new pitcher, Frazier, continues his warm-up tosses. So close the book on Shifley. Goes 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. So not a bad start for the Cartersville Hurler. Giving way to Frazier. He'll face the middle of the lineup. And his warm-up toss is continuing. I believe that might have been the last one. Next week we have a home contest here on Tuesday. 5:30 first pitch versus Dalton. Don't know if you'll be here or not, Sam. I'm not sure if you're free on Tuesday evenings.
I have to check my schedule.
Check the schedule. Doubleheader on the road Friday. Don't know if we'll be at that ball game. Long trips away from home are pretty tough right now for yours truly. But we'll see. Jay O'Neill to lead it off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
O'Neill is 0 for 2 on the night here in game 2 of the doubleheader.
Well, so far today we've had a microphone expire and our outfield camera has expired.
Yep.
So we're just living on a prayer right now. Go from a lefty to a righty on the mound.
First pitch on the way from the righty, Frazier. This is ball 1. Pratt tried to bring that one up and frame it, but he does not get the call. And the pitch.
Nice.
That one's in there, called strike 1.
No, absolutely no. Y'all do whatever. Now, hang on now. Hang on.
The 1-1 on the way. Chopper back to the pitcher. Frazier will field and fire over first for out number 1.
No, it wasn't. That's a real trick. Number 3.
Got to bring up Gavin Allred. 2 for 2 on the night. Base is empty, 1 out.
Hang on.
Do that. We'll talk.
And the first pitch on the way from Frazier misses, ball 1. That misses upstairs, ball 2.
You got it, Maddox.
2 balls, no strikes on the Bulldogs backstop. You have it all red. And the pitch. That one misses, ball 3.
Hey, that's a good spot.
Yep. He will not call.
Hey, get your ground ball, kid. Nobody hurt.
The 3-0 on the way. Frazier fires.
There you go, good pitch.
Strike 1.
Atta boy.
Walk back right here.
Frazier, the long look into Pratt. Time called and granted.
Get a ground ball, 1-6.
All red back in the box, ready to go. Hitters count here at 3 balls and 1 strikes.
Atta boy.
2 strikes now. Cut on and miss.
Big cut there by All Red. All Red trying to stay perfect on the day, 2 for 2. But he has not scored a run.
Payoff pitch on the way.
Atta boy.
Called strike 3.
Good job, Maddox.
We've seen a lot of those tonight.
Yep, there have been.
In game 1 and game 2.
That boy, 1-6.
Next up for Cedartown, number 9, Day Holiday.
Galen Holiday will come to the plate. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Base is empty, 2 outs. First pitch on the way from Frazier. Fouled off down the third base side.
Hey, way to work ahead. 1-6, way to get ahead, kid. Keep him off speed, brother. Keep him off balance.
Holiday behind in the count, 0-1. And the pitch. Came inside on him, couldn't hold up his swing, strike 2.
Yeah, that was a great pitch.
Throw that cutter out of the zone. Come on.
Frazier ready, and the 0-2 on the way.
Yes.
Good.
Called strike 3, and Holiday knew it. That'll send us to the top of the 7th. 8-2 your score. Dogs trail. Back after this here on the Big Double A.
That boy. That boy, 1-6.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big Double A is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big Double A. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
And we head to the 7th inning. Cole Cochran will remain on the mound for the Bulldogs. He's pitched 1 inning of work, 1 hit, 1 run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts.
Number 4, Kason Cochran.
Had a lot of traffic on the base pads in that 6th inning where we gave up 4 runs. Dogs hoping for a quick 7th and a chance to maybe get back out there and rally back down 6.
Yeah. Kason Cochran will lead things off. 0 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. That one misses. Or no, in there, excuse me, strike 1. Pitch on the way. That one does miss, though. Now it's ball 1.
Yeah.
So the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. This is ball 2.
OTP is sliding out. I'll tell Daddy. But he won't. You know, like he don't.
2 balls, 1 strike on the leadoff man, Cochran. That one's hit a mile in the air to the right side.
Get out of play.
It's going to be in foul territory, and Holiday is there to make this grab right in front of the Cartersville dugout for out number 1.
Good job there by Holiday. Had to kind of drift over.
Up next, number 19, David Vargas.
Position himself in the right spot. Made a good play on the pop in foul territory. That'll be out number 1, and Vargas will be the batter.
You go, David.
Vargas 1 for 3 with a run scored.
First pitch on the way to him, called strike 1 from Cochran.
This last game has dragged. It's
Dude, taking forever. I'm running a 5K in the morning, too.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
That one missed up out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Thomas, the ball went back over here.
That boy TP. That boy TP.
I will say this. First pitch from Cochran. Strike 2 called. Happy 1 week to my baby boy.
There you go.
Jay Williams, born a week ago today.
I thought you were going to say you are not running a 5K in the morning.
I'm not. I can say that safely.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way.
Good eye.
Just missed. Ball 2.
Just a little bit low. I might actually miss the 11 o'clock feeding tonight.
I think you will, sir. That one's hit to the left side. Perkins is there, though, to make the grab for out number 2. So a long, loud out number 2, and Vargas is retired.
I guess that means I'm on the hook for the 2 a.m. feeding.
Well, better you than me.
Yep.
Up next, number 3, Thomas Peters.
So Peters will come to the plate, 1 for 3. A run scored, a run batted in, and a strikeout. First pitch on the way from Cochran. Strike 1. That one's hit to the right side, but out of play and foul.
0-2 with 2 outs quickly.
A quick inning would be nice. The 0-2 on the way from Cochran. And that one is hit to center field. It's going to be a play for Samuel Formby, who will come in and make the grab, and it will be a quick inning indeed. Last chance for the Dogs. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. 8-2 your score. Back after this here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, Big Double A.
Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back as we head to the last of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Cedartown Bulldogs, trailing the Canes 8-2. 6-run lead as Cartersville will send Frazier back out there to work another inning. He worked one inning already. A couple of strikeouts, no walks, no hits. He'll face, for the Cedartown Bulldogs, I believe the bottom of the lineup, 7, 8, 9. It'll be Gerald, Perkins, and Yarbrough. Dogs down 8-2. Warm-up tosses continuing. And I think the reason why this game has lasted so long is because between innings has been a long time. And there's been a lot of slow innings. Of course, that 6th inning was really slow. It really just drug on. And between innings, it seems like it's been, almost 2 minutes between innings.
And it almost seems like the later in the night it gets, the slower they get.
The slower it gets.
Owen Tweet Gerald will lead things off here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Tweet 1 for 2 with a strikeout.
We'll see if the Dogs can get a rally started down 6.
First pitch on the way from Frazier. Foul tip to the catcher's mitt, strike 1.
And a big cut there by Tweet, coming up empty. Well, just getting a little piece.
The 0-1 on the way from Frazier. This is ball 1.
Hey, get a ground ball, kid. Trust your D.
He sounds almost like he's in the booth with us.
He really does.
He is that crystal clear coming through the mic.
I got that mic turned down pretty good.
That one is hit to the center fielder. It's going to be Peters who will have to charge in. Makes the diving grab for the first out of the inning.
Yes, sir.
A couple of really nice defensive plays for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes tonight.
D behind your pitch.
And another one right there.
Attaboy.
That was fantastic. I mean, Peters coming in, making the sliding catch. Good defensive showing by this Cartersville team for the first out, robbing Gerald of a base hit. And here's Perkins. Perkins 0 for 2 with a K.
Cedartown down to its final 2 outs.
Get out. Oh, 100%.
Pitch on the way from Frazier. Strike 1.
That's it. That's it. Hey, way to get ahead, 1-6.
And the pitch. And the dirt, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Hey, be efficient 1-6.
I must say, Nana's barbecue was quite good today.
It looked good.
It was really good.
Red velvet cake looked good.
I didn't get to have that. I was disappointed. I was trying to be, responsible.
There you go. That one misses low. Ball 2.
And goodness knows, and we're very thankful we've had so many people bring us food at the house.
I bet so.
I've been eating like a king here lately. Unfortunately, it's all been unhealthy food. So
it typically is. People typically don't show up with casserole dishes full of salad.
No, they don't.
The 2-1 on the way. Hit to the right side. It'll be McKibben who is unable to make the play there.
He boots it.
Perkins will reach on the air.
I think it might have hit on his throwing hand because he's kind of throwing his hand around like it might have hit his throwing hand as he was trying to kind of wrap up that ground ball. Dogs will take the base runner. Now Jacob Yarber, the batter. Yarber today 1 for 1, an RBI, and a walk.
Hey, ground ball away, kid.
Number 9 hitter in the lineup.
Let's go, BL. Roll it. Let's go.
Frazier checks the runner at first. And the pitch. That one's fouled off. Big cut there by Jacob.
Hey, way to get ahead.
Behind at the count, 0-1.
Hey, ground ball, we're out here. Let's go. Let's go.
Frazier again gets the sign, checks the runner at first. And the pitch.
Good pitch.
Strike 2.
Hey, compete 1-6.
The 0-2 on the way. That one's hit back out the middle, and that one's going to get down in front of the center fielder for a base knock. Quickly in to third base, and the runners will hold it first and second.
Credit these Bulldogs here to not giving up. That'll send us back to the top of the order. Samuel Formby in this game 0 for 3, but he has scored a run. He struck out as well. Hoping Samuel can continue this game and give the Dogs a chance to claw their way back in or dig their way back in.
Well, and if it's going to happen, you like for this part of the lineup to be involved in it.
Absolutely. Well, they've certainly got a good chance to do that.
Formby, Allen, Formby, O'Neill, all red. Really the meat of this Bulldogs offensive lineup, and it's going to start here with Samuel Formby. Pitch on the way. Big cut, strike 1.
Well, if Samuel hits it on the ground, it's going to be tough to double him up because of his speed. It would take a perfect ground ball to an infielder to make it a double play.
Frazier comes set, checks the runner, pitch on the way. That one's fouled back, strike 2.
Hey, way ahead. Way ahead, 1-6.
Ace Allen waiting on deck. Barring a double play would be next.
The 0-2 on the way. That one's fouled back. Forby will see another pitch.
Hey, let's go, 6. Nobody better. Come on.
You go, Maddox.
Formby back in the box. Look in by Frazier. Checks the runner. And the pitch.
That was swung and missed, and the pitch got away. That's a strikeout. Runners would advance to second and third. So Formby is out number 2 on that strikeout.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
So we're going to have a discussion about it.
Either way, it's going to be an out. But whether it's a foul tip, would that decide whether or not the runners could advance or not, or what?
And so they're going to call him out on the swing and the miss, no foul tip.
So that was they were right. That was the question. Coach Johnson is just hot as all get out on that.
Yep.
And I think it's just, whether it just kind of the frustrations of the night are just kind of seeping out with that. And yeah, I think it could have been a foul tip. I thought I heard.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
I thought I heard contact with the bat myself. But it's going to be out number 2, and runners at second and third.
Good
That one's upstairs for ball 1.
Jalez, way to work, son. Way to work, Jalez.
1 for 3 with an RBI.
Base hit here could make it a 4-run game.
Frazier comes set, pitch on the way. Big cut and miss there by Allen. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Frazier gets the sign. And the pitch.
There you go.
Called strike 2. The Dogs down to their final strike.
There you go, Maddox.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let's go.
2 on, 2 out. Cedartown trails by 6, 8-2. Allen trying to keep it going. Frazier with the pitch. That one's lifted to the right side, out of play and foul.
Tom, I'm hurt, bro.
Ace Allen back in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way. That one's lifted to the right side again, but foul and out of play.
Hey, let's go, double O.
Allen giving it everything he's got here. He knows it's up to him to keep this game going.
I agree.
The 1-2. Cut on and missed, and that will do it. The Cartersville Purple Hurricanes are going to complete the series sweep by picking up a win here in Game 3 of the series, Game 2 of the doubleheader, by a final score of 8-2. Cartersville, final line, 8 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. Cedartown, 2 runs, 6 hits, 4 errors, and the Dogs drop 3 straight to the Hurricanes. Cedartown will return to action next week as we take on the Dalton Catamounts and continue region play. For my broadcast partner, Andrew Carter, I'm Sam Brent saying, as always, until next time, Bulldog fans, good night, God bless, and go Dogs.